95% of the hedge fund managers, they keep losing the investor commitments in the second calls with the allocators. So why the same exact mistakes, they keep doing it and they keep failing to it each time without having any new solution for it that can actually solve it forever. Today I will share a story of a hedge fund manager who lost 30 million. He managing 380 millions in the management. He lost 30 million allocator after the second call, and it wasn't because of the performance or if it was the investment thesis interest. So here's what you will learn. Before the end of the video, you will learn what you need to avoid in order to win all the calls with the allocators and in order to get the investor commitments to your own asset under management, so you can scale up aggressively, massively, and constantly, so you can keep scaling up your own fund to over 1 billion in asset under management. If you want to take some notes, you can absolutely do that. If you will not do that, so that's your lose and that's your own limit lifetime. Let's get into it directly. Because they couldn't navigate a single objection. That it could be a case. They couldn't navigate a single objection, okay? That's why they have already lost 30 million allocator. But not only that, I will show you in a few minutes what you need to learn. The LB asked what the LB asked, which is the next. How do you retain belief when performance is flat? That's what is the main question. And here's what you will see for answer. Here's what they said. And here's what you need to avoid to never say that. The manager, what he have done is that he hesitated, correct? Talk it about macro. Why you will talk about macro? And I will show you what you need to talk about in a few minutes. Reference it, bear desperation. So that's absolutely what you will not do. What you will do is the next right here. The LB noted pilotally said they will circle back. That means they will tell you bye-bye, correct? That's what it means for circle back. So you need to understand that when they will tell you we will circle back to you after they have already asked the question and you have already given an answer. So it was something that you have in your own words that actually made them to lose the interest, correct? They feeling like, all right, they have already lost the interest in you, in your own fund, in what you are offering, in what you are providing, in what you have for investment thesis. Even if you have the best performance and even if you have the lowest drawdown report for the last 3 months, that it will not make any sense for them. Why? Because they have already asked us a question and you gave the question with a completely different answer that will never make sense to their own side, correct? So what you will learn next is exactly what you need to understand in order to increase the management, okay? They never did to circle back to them. Why? They haven't circled back to them. Why? Because they have already lose the interest, correct? And what you will learn, because here is what actually happened. Here is exactly what you need to learn. Here is exactly what you need to take a screenshot of, what you need to take notes on, and what you need to pay attention for if you are serious to scale up, if you are serious to build a real fund that will absolutely take over the industry, take over the market, dominate, conquer. If you are looking to do that, which is the next, the manager answered from defense, correct? So he was on defense mood. You will never be on defense mode, correct? The objection wasn't mapped, so he didn't map it out the objection. He haven't answered the objection. He haven't given any something back in logic way that will make sense to the LBS or to the allocators to give more attention to the investment opportunity, correct? That's what you need also to do, which is to map the objection, to do the completely opposite of what they have already done. The team wasn't aligned, correct? The team wasn't aligned. All right, the LB walked away thinking, if they stumble here, what happens under real stress? So if they have already stumbled during the call, after they have already asked this specific question, what would happen to them? How they would operate when the real stress will hit the industry? When the real stress, it will be around them, or it would be inside the operation. How would they do right there? What would they would do? Do you understand? That's exactly what they are looking to get for answer all the time across all the industry, across all the markets, okay? And if you can't give them a logic answer that will make sense to them, to pay more attention to what you are offering, they will never, ever pay any more attention to your own investments. That's why you are losing investment commitments. That's why you are losing the investors, the LBS, in the second calls. That's why you can't close the investment commitments. That's why you are where you are for the last couple of years. That's why you have already started to collect more debts, collect more feelings, more negative feelings inside your own self, that all right, I haven't made it yet, I haven't achieved my own goal yet, I haven't exercised the management as I have already planned it yet. You understand why? You understand what you have already missed on? Other competitors like you, in the same industry as you, at the same market as you, they are absolutely crushing it. I know many hedge fund managers who has already been in the industry for like 6 to 12 months. They have already raised over 100 million in their management, and they are in their early 30s. Okay, well, others in the 50s or 40s, they can't raise 10 million. Do you know why? You are not a salesman. You are not a salesman. You are not a marketer. You are not a brand builder. You are not a message positioning sitter. You are not the one who understands how they can actually find an edge, focus on the edge, market the edge, and make sure to close the investment commitments on the edge. You are not the one. You are a one who can be behind the screens, trade some charts, do some money, and stay an introvert. Okay, that's completely fine to being an introvert, but it's not fine in you is to stay where you are, is to never ask for help. If I need help from someone, I will tell them, I need help. Help me right now. I want what you have today for skills. I want to learn what you have. Come help me in my own operation to scale up the operation, to build something big, to build something that would be great. Because I know your skills will absolutely cover my own weakness, and I know my weakness need your own skills, so please come help me. If I was in your own situation, that's exactly what I would do. Then why you are not seeking any more help, and why you want to let your own arrogance to be bigger than your own vision, to be bigger than asking for help? Okay, why you would do that? Don't let that to be you, because the time is limited. The lifetime that we are living is limited. Yesterday, I have already seen that 4,000 weeks you have in the life. That's the max if you are lucky. If you are lucky, the human lifespan, if you are lucky, you will have 4,000 weeks to live in the life. And if you are over 30 right now, you have max 2,000 weeks that are left of your own limit lifetime. 2,500 weeks. Can you just imagine that? Can you just imagine how short is the life, and how much have you already spent of your own limit lifetime into going nowhere, into maybe I will do, maybe one day, maybe yes, maybe no, and maybe I'm not certain yet. Maybe I will wait to X to happen, then I will do X and I will do Y. You understand? That's exactly what makes you to stay where you are today. That's exactly what making you to lose what you have already lost lately. That's exactly what making you to feel how you are feeling today. It's exactly what making you to collect more debts, to collect more loses, and to have this environment inside your own self, to have these feelings about your own self, to feel like how you are feeling when you're waking up in the morning. Because of that, I am telling you, if you are looking to have any solution for that, you need to take a look on the description below. You will find links, and you will find something that you can apply for. And if you are qualified, we will be more than committed to help you and to actually support you step by step to make sure that you will have the best outcome of 2025. You will find them right there. Now let's get back to the video. This is one of the most dangerous gaps between 200 million in the asset management and 2 billion in the asset management, which is the next right here. You do the preparation for the presentation, for the intro deck, correct? But you wing the resistance, correct? You see, all right, I have already seen a resistance right now. I have faced the resistance right now. Wow. What is that? Are you telling yourself, why I will face that? I have performance, I have pretty good performance, I have the lowest drawdown report in the industry. Why I will face that? They need me, then I need them. It's absolutely wrong. That's absolutely incorrect. They don't need you, you need them. And facing a resistance, that's absolutely fine. That's exactly what the sales is all about, especially in the instantial sales, especially in the financial sales. You will face it all the time. No one will give you 20 millions in the asset management like that just because you have a good performance. Absolutely not correct. Which is, I will show you the next, which is you need to take screenshots if you are truly serious to raise capital. And allocators are constantly testing. They are testing. Okay, have that in the mind. They are testing. Can your investor relation defaults fraction on the spot? Can your investor relation do that? Okay, shared language for the hard questions or for the deep questions. Do you have any shared language, any shared answers that all of your own team members or all what you have for operators, they will say the same answer constantly and massively and aggressively? They would do that. Okay, do you have operators who are sharp operators, sharp in the mindset? They're making sure to give answers that will absolutely make sense to the other side. They never lose the frame. They keep holding the frame in a way that is absolutely smoothie, and they keep having the line open in line way. They're leaning into the answers, they're leaning into the conversations, they're leaning into the sales. Do you have this type of operators? If you don't have this type of operators, then you need to take some action. You need to have some solution for your own issue. You have an issue right there. Now the next question, does your answer build belief or just buy time? Okay, it's like, okay, build belief or buy time. Why I'm telling you all the time and each video, which is the same exact thing. If you want to close more investment commitments, you need to understand how you can increase the certainty of the deal, how you can increase the certainty of the offer. If you can only correct that, increase the certainty of the offer, increase the belief of the offer, you will absolutely close investment commitments constantly. Okay, how you would do that? You need actually to have minimum 10 years of sales skills and of closing investor commitments with instantial investors. If you don't have that, then you need to take some action. You need to leverage other skills to your own weakness, so you will have more of your own limit lifetime. The best funds treat objections like assets. So how they are doing that, which is the next. Take some notes, take some screenshots. Help your own self. Build the objection bank. Okay, that's what they are doing. Build the objection bank by allocator type, mandates, and region. Okay, so what the LBS they are looking to get right here, what is type they are looking to get, what they have already avoided before, what they are looking to get for answers, what their own interests, okay, what their own morals and values that they are sharing today, what the context that I will say right here to make sure that I will overcome everything that they may say right here. Okay, number 2, update it quarterly, track it like KPIs. Okay, what that means, so you will keep giving a new objections inside the objection bank. You will keep addressing new objections that you will start to practice on them. You will start to say them constantly. You will have answers that make sense constantly. You will let your own team to have more answers to them, to make sure that you will get more on them, to lean into these answers. Okay, why? Because you want actually to become as sharp as possible when you hear this type of objections, correct? That's how you can close deals, which is the next, and how you will close more deals, which is the next. Number 2, you need to ensure response belief, which is just exactly what I told you. Narrative, not noise. Story first, state second. Okay, story first, state second. I'm saying that all the time. When you will talk about performance, you will not tell them about, okay, we have generated X and Y performance and that's it. No, not all of that. You will start with story. Okay, during this time of the year, it happens X in the market, and because of that, the market has already seen a huge chaos in the industry, and because of that, what we have done is we have done the X and Y in the trading history, and because of that we have generated X and Y at this time, while others they have already lost X and Y. The most of the hedge fund managers in the US markets, we have generated X and Y, and the drawdown that we had at that time X and Y, and we have recovered from it by doing X and Y. Okay, do you understand? You have made a story right here by mentioning your own numbers by a way that will absolutely stick to their own mind for the long term. Correct? That's exactly what you need to do. Okay, you understand something? I hope you do. Answers that teach, not explain. Okay, answers that teach, not explain. Have that in the mind. Don't explain things. The one who explains the most is the one who losing the frame. Okay, and the one who start to buy the second one. Okay, and start to sell their own self to the second one. Have that in the mind. Okay, the less you explain, the better it gets. The more you teach, the better it will sound. Okay, number 3. Turn resistance into reformation. Okay, into reformation. Why you would do that, how you would do that, which is the next right here. Okay, turn resistance into reformation. Let me show you how we handled that in Q2 2022. Okay, here is why our downside behavior is by design. Okay, our convection map is built for these moments. Okay, so whatever they will give you right here for resistance, okay, maybe they will tell you, can you show me what you have already done right here when the market has already seen X and Y? Here is why our downside behavior is by design. Our convection map is built for these moments. Why? Because X and Y, you give them something that will make sense, logic with proofs. If you can do, back it up. Let me show you how we handled that in X and Y. Now you give them example. That's okay. That's what you have for answer. That's exactly what I have for solution. That's exactly what we have already faced it, what we went through before. And that because of that, we have already overcome your own objections because we have already showed the proof on that we understand what we are talking about, correct? Because at this level, which is the next, at your level at the same time, objections aren't obstacles, they are convergent signals. Okay, they are convergent signals. If your team flinches every time belief gets tested, have that in the mind. Okay, and how? I will show you. You are not raising capital as this case if your team flinches every time. Okay, you are not raising capital as this case. You are rehearsing how to lose it. Okay, you understand? I hope you do. Want another one that targets founder bottlenecks during re-up cycles? Okay, I hope you understand. I hope you got something from it. I'm doing these videos because of you. I'm doing these videos because I want to help your own generation, sir. I want to make sure that your own generation will never face what you have already faced it. To make sure that you will deserve more, because you deserve more to get from the market, to get from the industry, and you have already been given a lot of your own limit lifetime to the industry. It's time to have something back for your own limit lifetime. It's time to get what you deserve from the market, from the industry. Because of that, if you would like to take a look at other videos, you'll find them in the description below. More than that, it was Z at Zillow. Until next time, keep killing it.